We the people, we the people, we the people, we the people.
United States of America.
Trivia questions. What is the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm a Canadian citizen, so.
Second Amendment is the freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, I don't know.
You have the right to bear arms?
Hi, my name is Paul. Got some things to say today. First of all, media, okay? The media that we see every day, mainstream media, is spoon-fed to us so that we can think a certain way. I mean, this has happened all over the world. If you think back to the 50s and 60s, television programming was, about good and evil. There would maybe see westerns or family shows. There was always morals involved. There was always the white hats and the black hats. You don't see that anymore today. What you see is a family unit that's broken up. You see the mom who has total control, the kids who have free reign over whatever they want to do, and a father who goes to work, sits down, watches television, and drinks beer. A total idiot. Is this what this country came to? Is this what it's becoming? I don't know, but that's what we see. When we see the news that we see, is that something that's true, or is that something that's spoon-fed to us? Is that a globalist agenda, to make us think a certain way? Here's one example. A couple months ago, we went to Washington, D.C. for a Ron Paul rally, okay? It was a march from the Washington Monument right to the Capitol. There were thousands of people there. There were many speakers. Ron Paul spoke, and there was tremendous information that was disseminated that day. Now, there was no mention of that in mainstream news. This was thousands of people at the Capitol talking about things that were going to save this country, problems this country has, and things that have to be addressed. I don't understand how mainstream news could not pick this up unless it was not the globalist agenda to get people aware of what's going on. People have to look at alternate sources of news. The internet is a great source of this until they shut it down. But while it's still up there, do some research. Find out what's actually going on. All right, here's another point. This presidential election, the media will put up, or the globalists will put up, two candidates, hand-picked by them. Maybe three, but usually two. Now, when we have a change of Republican to Democrat to Republican, they always use the word change, okay? Well, what are they talking about, change? They're upset by the way things are going, and they want change. They want things to change. So they want things, they say that they're going to change things. But this is what I see. I see that the two candidates they put up, it's the same deal. It's like a shell game. It's always for the globalist. More and more of our rights get taken away. Government gets bigger and bigger. Taxes go up, and our way of life gets worse and worse. What changes that? Change for them, maybe. They get a new seat, they get a new position. But for the average American person, it just gets worse. The change is always a decline. So if you actually look to see what's going on, there are other candidates out there, stuff that the media will never tell you about. People can write in. People can write, their candidate on their ballot. I just don't understand how you talk to people and they say, well, I don't like this one or I don't like that one, but I'm going to vote for the lesser of two evils. Well, they're still evil. I don't get that. It's like, why not research? And how about this local level? I mean, we got candidates here in the state that do nothing for us. I mean, it just gets worse and worse. We got all kind of problems and nothing gets addressed. But the same people get in. If your name is Kennedy or if your name is Reed, then you're in there. There's no doubt about it. What do you do for people? What are you doing for this state? All right, here's another example of censorship. Right now going on in Arkansas, there's a town there that has a very high crime rate. So the mayor decided that he was going to make martial law on all citizens in this area. So if you were living in this area, you could not leave your house to go in your yard to work in your garden because you are under martial law and you cannot be out of your house. These are tax-paying citizens, adults that are not doing anything wrong, but are required to stay in their house under threat of being arrested. Now, don't you think this is mainstream news? I mean, if there was a town in my area who had this problem, I would expect the police to step up and do their job and not suppress the rights of the people so that they can't even go out of their houses. That is the most ridiculous thing. If you have more rights being an illegal alien crossing the border. If you're crossing the border as an illegal alien and one of the Minutemen or one of the patrol officers stop you and they impede your passage, you are violating their civil rights because you're interfering with what they're doing. Now, isn't this the same thing? Why isn't the ACLU down there defending these people's rights? Well, because it's not the agenda, is it? The agenda is for control. You look at police departments today, okay? Years ago, police departments, they were to protect and serve. You know, they'd walk a beat. They'd actually, interact with citizens. Today, they wear full automatic weapons, Kevlar helmets. I mean, are they the military or are they the police? Aren't they supposed to be a civil servant protecting you? I mean, just recently, we had some exercises here in Rhode Island. Black helicopters landing, black helicopters doing surveillance. I mean, you don't see this stuff except for conspiracy theorists who talk about, globalists coming in and taking over the world. Well, that's what we got here right now. You just don't see it. People don't see what's going on, and the media doesn't tell them because the media is spoon-feeding you whatever lies they want to tell you or half-truths. People have to wake up. They have to do their own research. Turn off that frickin' television, okay, and read a book. Read an article. Go online and do some research. Wake up. This country is slowly slipping through our fingers. And if we don't get together, organize, elect officials that will stand up for us, the people, then we are screwed.
Trivia questions. Last question is an opinion question. Would you sacrifice your liberty for security?
Hi, I'm Francesca Simone. I'm the current Miss Rhode Island 2008. No, I would not.
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
No?
No.
Good man.
No.
No?
No.
Good man.
No.
Good man. Good man.
Yes, I would.
You would?
Yes.
Okay.
Would I sacrifice my freedom for safety? I don't think anybody can ever be safe, so no, I will pick freedom.
Sacrifice my liberty for security. No.
Probably not.
No, I would not.
Liberty for security. That's a tough question. No.
Good man.
Liberty for security?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Yep.
Okay.
Would I sacrifice my liberty for security? No.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Depending on how the threat, the amount of the threat. I think we'd have to.
Wow, that's a tough one. Sacrifice my liberty, my security for liberty.
No, your liberty for security.
Liberty for security. Probably not. That's why America's so great.
No, I would not. No way. It's all about liberty.
Good man.